Greetings viewers, this is Moncho Maverick coming at you with another video. Today we are going to fully assemble the real grade burning aka G Gundam from Bandai, and of course I will share my thoughts on this kit, the good, the bad, and everything else in between, and if this is a kit worth getting. So with all that being said, let's get straight to assembly. And here we have the real grade 1/144 scale God aka Burning Gundam fully assembled. And by first view, by first interaction, I gotta admit, this is looks pretty nice. I really like the way how this is. It's definitely show accurate, I would say. It stands pretty true. The details are really nice. The amount of panel lining, the colors work so well together. This, I really like the way how this looks. They did a phenomenal job. Just on this kit, I gotta give Bandai credit. This looks pretty nice, and then, like I said, the colors just works well, so well together. And this one just seems so proportioned properly. Nothing seems too big or too small from everything else. Yes, it's just pretty nice, fully assembled. I'm just again, I'm just very happy with how this turned out. And to see how this kit really is, let's take a look at some articulation. So, for starters, the head can go all the way, like so. The shoulders, the arms can go all the way out. It can move all around without hitting that. It can go outward. It's a pretty good elbow bend. Of course, some things are just in the way. The rest can go all around. And of course, this piece can go forward. And these can separate. Same thing on the other arm. The body, let me just move these just a little bit, can go all the way. Just a little bit, or else it's going to hit something. There's a side to swivel, hip swivel. One thing I do want to add though, as soon as I attach these pieces on the side has been very loose, and I have no idea why. So just be watchful of the side skirts, and the back skirt actually. They're both connected. Only the front skirt doesn't seem too loose. So I may need to add some dry super glue on the joints there to hope it can be a little bit more steady. But anyway, all the skirts can move up. The legs can, let's take a look. Yep, it can do a split. I just realized I wasn't too centered, so I do apologize there. These can go up and they can go back. Looks like it can jump. Knee bend, very good. The foot can move forward and back. Little swivel there. And there's a toe joint right there. And of course, the back of the legs here. Oop, did not mean to take that out. But you can see the jets at the back of the leg. And lastly, for the core lander, all these can extend. That's about it for articulation. Now, wheel grades tend to be, of course, the smallest scale at a scale of 1 to 144. But this is not my first wheel grade, so let's see how it compares to my first wheel grade I've built, actually from my first video I've made on this channel. The wheel grades in Nanju, and pretty big difference. This is a real grade, so big difference. And I'm gonna keep this centered because this tends to be a little bit back heavy. And here it is beside the master grade Wing Zero. Yeah, just a little bit bigger than a Sananju, but this is a master grade. I'll say master grades tend to be around this height. So pretty nice, and if you can look closely, as I mentioned before, during after this is assembled, of course, the standard red, white, and blue and yellow gold colors, very standard. Gundam Wing and G Gundam. And lastly, to really see how this compare, here it is beside perfect grade Strike Gundam, and we just yeah, the perfect grades are a 160 scale, and of course real grades are 144. So big difference. But that's about it for side-by-side comparisons. To properly attach the halos effect, all you gotta do is move this back. There are 3 pegs right here, and they are 2 holes, on the bottom here underneath the jets, and there's a little slit there for this other peg to get into. So all you gotta do is put this in, and something like this. I will say, like, they really did a good move on adding the halo effect parts for this kit. And just this pose alone just make this kit really do stand out. So I really am pleased the way how this looks. Just this effect, this pose, they really knew what they were doing. Bandai, they really make this kit stand out for what it's worth, and I can see why many people like this kit. Definitely, it adds a good piece to what was on G Gundam. The funny thing is, I think they did made other master grades too. The only one I can think of is the Master Gundam that they've made, and of course the Burning Gundam. But I don't think I can't recall if they made the other ones, the Bolt, the Dragon. I know they are. I know they are making, or at least will be released soon, or it's already is released, the high grade Gundam Maxter, which Chippity Cricket, another character in G Gundam, was piloted. That Gundam was from Neo America. So basically, it's like a boxing Gundam. So pretty interesting on that one. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get it yet. I tend to build kits that take me a good amount of time, like real grade, master grade, perfect grade. But I may, if I see a lot of good reviews, I may pick it up. We shall see. But that aside, though, I just want to give this time to the burning, aka God Gundam, getting ready for its erupting burning finger. I may consider of actually starting to add some, I won't say goofy, but just intricate poses for certain Gundam kits to see if they can actually pull it off. And as you can see, the God Gundam can definitely pull this off. Just bouncing on one foot while the other foot is getting ready for a kick pose, a martial arts kick pose. So I was not expecting it to be proper. I thought the core piece in the back, I thought that would just be a bit too top heavy, but with some adjustments, this can probably, as you can see, it's staying true. It is well balanced. I am quite pleased with the way how this turned out. Or even something like this. Just a little adjustments here and there, but yeah. I will admit, of all Gundams to even do this, the Burning Gundam is a perfect one to do this for, actually. As I mentioned during the unboxing, when I mentioned about G Gundam was basically a show where, well, fighting robots. That's the best way to explain it. Many Gundam anime shows were more so of a pilot, actually just a pilot operating a Gundam with, I wouldn't say basic, but just with pilot controls. With this one, you are basically inside a cockpit and you're covered in latex that is basically, well, I wouldn't say latex, but some sort of like suit that has these sensors, so every time you move, the Gundam moves. So it does work out, and as you can tell, this works out. And the fact that, it wouldn't surprise me if Bandai took some time to really test this out through so many different means to say, you know what, we want to release the Burning Gundam, but we're gonna make sure this one runs all the tests and the tests are successful before we release it. And hey, if they did this, hey Bandai, great job. As I stated earlier, the Burning Gundam has a piece here. You can just slide down. So if you have a 144 action base, something like this. So I'm really happy that they decided to add a port to use a 144 action base. I mean, it's actually pretty nice. I do like Bandai decided to give that to this, and I know many Gunpla kits do have something that you can use for an action base. Some of them do not. It all depends. But I'm really happy for this one too. So I'm just glad. I'm just really happy with the way that there's many possibilities for this kit in terms of posing, whether it be on action base, whether it's just posed by itself, and with all the hands this kit comes with, and just so many things you can do. It's really gives that extra touch to this kit, so I am very pleased with that. And now for the biggest part of this review is that the good, the bad, and everything else in between. Of course, my final thoughts. So, start off with the good. The good, this kit is very well proportioned. I believe this kit has the arms, the legs, the body. I think everything works well. I don't feel like any part of the body is any big or small. For the rest of the body, it's quite proportioned quite well. The colors are well balanced. The white, red, blue, the yellow that I mentioned, even the lighter, I would say cloud, like almost like a thundercloud color. You can see it at the tips of these fins here and some parts in the legs. Even those work well too. Really good contrast. So very happy with that. The detail, it's really amazing with this kit. I'm really happy the way how Bandai used the detail, especially use a good amount of panel lining. I do want to, I forgot to mention this, but there's some panel lining in the blue and red parts that I don't normally use. I tend to go for the white because the black just stands out more. If I have something that I can use to work well with those other colors, I will. I've done before, but the black panel lining on white just works the best, personally. So I just stick with that. The posability, the articulation is really, it's really good for this kit. I haven't had much luck with other real grade that has this amount of posability, all this articulation. It just works great with this kit. And I can understand why. As I mentioned, G Gundam is all about just giant fighting robots, basically, that use martial arts. So I can understand why there's so many ways to pose this kit. Still though, the fact that it has this amount, top notch. I really am pleased with that. So that's the good. The bad. The biggest one that I know of is just the back skirts and the side skirts just seem really loose. I'm kind of surprised it came out that loose. When I was doing the parts video and I was reviewing the race skirt, it wasn't that bad, but when I assembled this, it really did show. So I don't know whether that's just me when I was, just putting this kit together. But for those who have this kit in their collection, if it has happened to you, please comment down below. That's a big one there. Another one, and this is basically just me being a little bit nitpicky, but the fact they only give you the right hand for the burning finger and not the left hand. I was kind of stunned by that because they have left and right hands for these pieces, just the hands, so just glowing, burning red, so to speak. But no, they only have one right hand for the erupting burning finger, and not the left hand. So again, is it in the world? No, but it would just be a nice touch if they added a left hand for that. Another one that is another I won't say bad, but just again, this me being nitpicky. The fact that this kit is just small for a road grade, I'm kind of surprised about. As I said earlier, when I compared this to the Senanju, now Senanju I would say is just a little bit bigger compared to the average size of road grade kits. But this kit, it is fairly small. So kind of surprised by that, but I wouldn't sell it short, no pun intended. But the point is, even though this kit is a small stature, since I state all the positives of this kit, it balances out. It's quite fine. I wouldn't say don't get this kit because it's small. Speaking of which, the biggest question is this a kit worth getting? Answer: yes. This kit is definitely worth getting. The reviews that I've seen about this kit from other collectors, other hobbyists, I agree with. This kit has a good amount of posability, articulation, detail. This is definitely a kit that we've been waiting for the God, aka Burning Gundam. So I'm really happy that Bandai finally pulled the trigger and get this kit for us. Now we just need to wait for the other Gundams from the G Gundam, hopefully in real grade or master grade for that matter. I mean, I know they made a master grade for this kit, but the real grade just shoots it out of the park. It really is hit it out of the park. I think that's the proper quote, so excuse me there. But yeah, the real grade is definitely a above the master grade that was released years ago, and if they make a new master grade for this kit, basically fix all the issues that was wrong with it, or basically just the real grade, but just a master grade scale, that would be perfect. So as long as they keep all the details about this kit, everything that was good about this kit, and just make it a little bit bigger, they have no issues. So yeah, I highly recommend this kit. Thank you all for watching. This has been a really fun kit to build and of course to review. I hope you all learned a few things about this kit, of course, about if it is a kit worth getting, and hopefully you decide to pick this one up. I really did enjoy it, and I hope you do too. So hope you all looking forward for the next video. Of course, don't want to spoil anything, but I hope you all like it. So with that being said, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more video updates. My social links are down below. There are 2 videos here. One is the most recent, where I review each individual part of this kit in more detail. And one video here that YouTube picked out. So again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on building.